What's up guys, this is Sudoku Warrior, and this is Simple Souls, a Dark Souls walkthrough, in which we make the game simple. On our previous episode, we ventured through the Darkroot Forest and Darkroot Garden, and killed the Great Grey Wolf Sif, in the process acquiring both the Hornet Ring and, more importantly, the Covenant of Artorias, the first step in our quest to defeat the nefarious four kings that reside in New Londo. So, to get to the second part of the quest, you'll need to come down beneath Firelink Shrine, and if you've left that elevator lowered, raise it back up again. That ring, the Covenant of Artorias, is the only thing that will allow you to actually fight the four kings without instantly dying upon entering their arena. So just take this elevator down here and head into New Londo. As you can see, or as you'll be able to see in a moment, the entirety of the city looks like it's flooded. Well, the four kings are actually beneath the waterline right now, or at least the entrance to their arena is. So, trying to get to them now is impossible. Hence, the next objective. You need to break the seal that holds the gigantic floodgates at the rear of New Londo in place. To do that, you'll have to venture through Upper New Londo. And that will be today's video. This area is full of ghosts which tend to float through walls and other objects and have mostly weak attacks with one or two grabs where they kind of crush your face. Either way, break that sarcophagus style thing beneath the ledge back there, and you can get some transient curses. This, or actually being cursed and having your HP halved permanently, is the only way to directly engage with these ghosts. As you head through this area, fight those two and head up this large set of stairs. At the top, there will be an area where two more ghosts come out of the ground, one directly ahead and one off to the right. You can hit them as they are rising up out of the ground, and you can stagger them at basically any point, because they have no poise. Your claymore will be able to one-shot them, though. In the room up ahead, sprint directly into the room, and then continue sprinting to the left and do a running attack around the corner. That ghost is very annoying, and its attack animation begins immediately as you turn around the corner, so it'll stagger you a lot of times if you don't already know it's there. When you walk into this room a little ways, you'll trigger a trap in which a handful of ghosts appear. Just sort of back out of the room and kill them all as they come to you. The ghosts, as I said before, do hide in walls, and up ahead you'll see another one at the top of the staircase. Keeping your shield up will prevent most of them from doing damage to you. So yes, continue downstairs, and instead of going straight ahead to that item, go to the right. That's I believe it's the parrying dagger, and there is a ghost right next to it that attacks you through the wall when you pick it up. However, the important area is to head over here and kill this. It's a banshee, which means it has an electrical attack that it can shoot at you alongside its normal ghost attacks. You can get some transient curses there, and if you're lucky, it might drop 2 on its own. These are important because if you run out of transient curses, it's a pain running through an area in which you cannot attack the enemies or block them. So anyway, sprint across this section here, and as you can see, Ghosts Through the Floor will attack you there, so it's important to keep moving across there. If you have a ranged weapon, right here you can see a couple ghosts come up out of the water, and you can just pick them off as they head for you, but they're not that big of a challenge, so you can just head into this area. Once you head into here, it'll look like you walked into a giant death trap, but fear not, because these guys don't actually do a whole bunch of damage. Your claymore has such a wide angle of attack that once you get a lot of them grouped together, it's a really simple matter just to kind of spam your right bumper, or R1 if you're on PS3, and clear out the entire room. If your health starts to fall, just run away and chug some Estus, because all they do is float towards you very slowly. Yep, just walk up to them and bludgeon them. They don't have attacks that can, their normal attacks cannot break your poise. That little grab can, though. Just automatically knocks you down. But they're mostly pretty easy kills. just as long as you don't get flustered by how many of them there are, then it's a very, very easy fight. So, to unlock the giant seal that holds the floodgates back here, you'll need to come into this central room again and head up this flight of ladders. I guess you can have flights of ladders. On top of this roof, there's a guy standing in red robes, and he is one of the sealers that guards over New Londo. His name is Ingward, and he was basically responsible for watching over the city when it was flooded. Now, the city was flooded quite a while ago to contain the threat of the Four Kings and their corrupted knights, the Dark Wraiths. Though, if you talk to him and you have the Lord Vessel, he'll recognize your intention of actually going down to kill them, and he'll say, you know what, you're gonna die, but go try anyway. At this point, it's a good idea to switch out of having your Estus flasks in your primary item slot and pull out your transient curses, because around this point, the 5-minute timer that the transient curse gives you for being able to engage ghosts in combat will begin to run out. So it's always very important to make sure that you have an eye on those curses. The ghost attacks, if you're not cursed, stagger you regardless of your poise or even if you're blocking. So that's why it is very, very, very important to keep up those curses at all times. If you head up here, you can find an extra humanity, which is, always useful, whether you're using it for healing in a boss fight, humanifying, or trying to get 10 of them stocked, so that way your humanity weapons do the most damage, or your chaos weapons, excuse me. Anyways, as you can see there, that's the automatic stagger from the ghost enemy. If you run away from them a little bit, though, since, again, they're very, very slow, you can get away with just using a transient curse. You don't really have to here because there's nothing more to fight. Just head down to this area. No, that lever is not important right now. And use the key to the seal to unlock this door. It's recommended that you have a homeward bone for this next bit, but it's not really too terribly important. So, open the floodgates, and all of the water that was keeping the Four Kings and their Dark Wraiths sealed in the bottom of New Londo has been released. You are now able to go explore the lower half of New Londo and fight the Four Kings. Walk or homeward bone back to the bonfire, rest up, spend your souls, and prepare for the next part of our quest. Peace.